Amber Tarot. I'm here to do your daily collective message for September 3rd, 2025. I hope that you're all doing well. We're going to take a look at what's the tea to get an overall feeling for the reading, and then I'll pull some tarot cards from the Wild Reflections Tarot deck. Finish off your reading with a message from the universe. So let's call in Spirit. Okay, so if you're new here and you like my readings, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can always get notified when I put out new videos, and I do lots of different types of videos. If you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. I generally read to about 10 to 15 people each day, so not a whole lot, but I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you want to fast forward through the shuffling, feel free to do that. Angels, guides, ancestors, the most important message for the collective, all signs, all placements, September 3rd, 2025. What is the tea for the day? What is the tea, angels? What is the tea for the day? For the collective, all signs, all placements. Okay, well, we've got a couple here that fell. So we have in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing, always partying, and we have scarcity tactics. Okay. I feel like you might be worrying about somebody who might be always partying, and they do this almost on purpose to get your attention. Somebody that's all up in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing things, perhaps, and maybe that could be you, and you're dealing with somebody that's always partying. But it's almost like they're doing this on purpose to get your attention. Let's pull some tarot and see what's going on here. Again, feel free to fast forward through the shuffling. Yeah, it's like they're playing a game of chess with you. It's like, you know what, if I act this way, then they'll get scared or they'll get worried, so then they'll contact me. Something like that is what I'm feeling with this. Which could leave you overthinking, stressed out, overanalyzing a situation. But they like that. They want you all up in your head, is what I'm feeling. Angels, guides, ancestors, the most important message for the collective for September 3rd, 2025. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, too, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, is that you may be dealing with as something good. You may be overthinking a situation. Somebody that's always could be very joyful, happy person. And it's almost like, you know, it's a game of chess a little bit. Are they interested? Are you interested? You might be overthinking. So this could be on that spectrum as well. But let's see what the cards have to say. Angels, guides, ancestors, the most important message for the collective. All signs, all placements. September 3rd, 2025, please. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse position. So things are looking up for you. We have the Ten of Wands, though. It seems like things are looking up after a stressful time, something that a very heavy burden, but things are about to look up for you. One more. We have the Chariot. Yeah, this is a fast-moving, approaching energy with the Chariot here. We have the High Priestess in the shadow. So this is all about intuition. So for what you don't see with the High Priestess here, as I said, it's all about intuition, using your supreme knowledge, trusting that gut instinct. Could be for what you don't see about a situation. And it could be you're dealing with somebody that's always partying, which is making you overthink and stressed over analyzing situation, where it's almost like a game of chess that they're playing with you and your emotions. But what you don't see is you are using your intuition. You are using your gut instinct to go by. It seems like with the Nine of Swords, things are looking up for you, especially after a very heavy burden, stress, etc., as we said here. With the Nine of Swords, that's a good indication that things are looking better. Your health is getting better as well. Perhaps you've been in a situation where you're overthinking, stressed over analyzing a situation where someone was always partying and it was almost like a game of chess. You never knew what move they were going to make, in other words. This could also be the latter, as I was saying. You could have met somebody where you might have met them at a party, okay? And now you're overthinking, you're stressed over analyzing, you're in your head about it, and it's like a game of chess. Like, do I call them? Do they call me? It could be that as well. I do see things that are improving for you after a stressful time, and this is coming in very quickly with the Chariot card, another major arcana here. And with the High Priestess, you're following your intuition when it comes to this. We're going to go back and clarify here, but the Chariot, as I said, this is a fast-moving energy, and you could be journeying to a new place. You could be going into an adventure of some sort, of the unknown. It's like you're boldly going where no man has gone before, kind of thing. That's what it feels like. After a stressful period of time, you're laying down the burden, you're getting better health, and you're following your intuition here. Let's do some clarification. Please clarify the Nine of Swords, please. And don't mind my kitty in the background. He probably brought something in, like a lizard. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse position. Please clarify the Ten of Wands. We have the Emperor. Please clarify the Chariot. And we have the Six of Wands in the reverse position. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the shadow. So with the Two of Swords here, clarifying the Nine of Swords, this makes me feel like there's been some type of a decision that was made when it comes to something that was causing you to have poor health. 1 second, I have to check on this cat. Sorry about that. He had his little toy and was just basically crying to it. So anyway, we have the Two of Swords that is clarifying the Nine of Swords here. And I feel like with the Two of Swords being reversed, you may have gone through a phase in your life where you were deceiving yourself about a situation. You maybe thought things would get better. You may have thought, oh no, they would never do this. You were deceiving yourself that you thought things could work out, in other words, or something like that. But you are on to better times, better health. You definitely were, deceiving yourself. You've made a decision now, and you're moving on to better times. We do have the Emperor, another major arcana that is clarifying this 10 of Wands. This is Aries energy. So you may have been dealing with an Aries that tended to be a very heavy burden with the Emperor. This is a strong male figure. It doesn't have to be male, but somebody that's a leadership role, somebody that may be accomplished or has a lot of ambition, a lot of energy is what I'm feeling. But this made you feel overwhelmed, burdened, stressed out, etc., this person. So this could be the person that you are moving on from, making a decision, and your things are looking up for you. This could be something that had you all in your head, overthinking, stressed out, overanalyzing. Maybe this person is always partying. Maybe that they do this in order to stress you out, like, going out all the time or drinking or anything like that, where it was like a scarcity tactic to keep pulling you in because then you'd be worried about them. So then you would come back, kind of thing, is what I'm feeling here. But it looks like health is improving for you. You're getting away from the situation. You're laying down the burdens when it comes to this individual. And you are on a fast-moving journey at this time. And we have the Six of Wands here that is in the reverse position, that's clarifying the Chariot card. I feel like this person that you're dealing with is having a hard time adapting to you moving on. So they're using scarcity tactics to keep reeling you in. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the shadow here for what you don't see. There is unfinished business here when it comes to this situation. It's almost like, yeah, they're using scarcity tactics with you to delay you from moving on. Because there is unfinished business here. Or whatever that means. Two more, please, Spirit, to finish up the reading. What is the conclusion here? So this could be what you're dealing with today. We have the Fool card. Major Arcana again. So this is a major thing that's going on in your life. Okay, so that's good news. So you are definitely in turbulence right now for what you don't see with the Six of Swords in this situation that is unfinished business. But in conclusion, you are moving on. You are starting a new beginning. There is an abundance here that is waiting for you. As you move on to your new beginning, this is a fast approaching transition for you, that this person is trying to hold you back or delay you from moving on. But in conclusion, you are moving on. This is a new beginning. This is, there's a lot of potential here. This is letting, no care in the world, letting everything go, moving on to the unknown. And then we have the Six of Pentacles here as well. So this is an abundance here for you. This is gifts. This is material generosity. This is sharing with others. Maybe you're sharing that you are moving on. You're sharing with others in your happiness. You could be sharing with another individual as you're moving into a new beginning. I definitely feel like there could be somebody in here as well that you could be moving on to. There's a lot of generosity, charity, good feeling here, somebody that is worthwhile that could be coming into your life as you hit this new beginning. Let's pull a message from the universe to finish up your reading. Angels, guides, ancestors, the most important message for the collective for September 3rd, 2025, please. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like joy and happiness here coming in for you, but you've got to let go of this unfinished business. They keep delaying things. They're using scarcity tactics in order to get you to overthink and stress. But you're moving on. So it says here, it's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of new beginnings. What did I just say? They are waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all that you have. Just relax and trust. That's what the Fool card is all about here. So it's never too late to start over. So even though there may be giving you scarcity tactics about starting over and starting a new beginning, this person that doesn't want to let go, that wants to delay you from moving on, use your intuition here. Finish out this unfinished business with this person. This is turbulent water. You're ready. You need to be moving on to your new beginning here. There's a lot of magic here that awaits you. Okay? So relax and trust the process. Get out of this overthinking and analyzing from the scarcity tactics that this Emperor, I feel like, is Aries energy. Doesn't have to be. Could be causing you with a lot of stress and burden. So that's the message I have for you, collective. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please have a wonderful day. Please be kind and compassionate to one another. And always remember that not everyone is on the same emotion that you are. They could be going through different things. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.